Hi, welcome friends. My name is Kari and welcome to the very first episode of Creating with Kari. We are all about simple, easy, fun projects that we create together for your home. So just so you know a little bit about me, I'm all about shopping by the side of the road. I'm all about a really good clearance aisle at Hobby Lobby that's 90% off. I'm all about creating a home that's beautiful and welcoming and warm with simple, easy projects that don't have to cost a lot. So I thought that because the holidays are right around the corner, I thought it might be fun today to make a wreath. And we want to it's just a simple ornament wreath. Now, before we start, I really want to encourage you that this is not a craft to be stressed about. This is a craft to be enjoyed and just take your time with it, and because it's going to involve a little bit of pattern, and so I don't want you to stress. I want you just to have fun, and I'm going to show you some of the shortcuts that I use to make the wreath. So are you ready to get started? Okay, let's talk through some of the supplies first. So if you look around me right now, ironically that we're talking Christmas because my kitchen is actually decorated for fall. So, and you notice there's a lot of neutrals in here and creams and basic, simple color palette. But for Christmas, I really want to shake things up a little bit. And so I'm going to be having tons of fun with color in my Christmas decor. So I'm giving y'all a sneak peek at some of the colors that I'm going to be using. Now, this project can be done with any color. I'm just choosing bright, fun colors. So I started with, and if we want to zoom in so we can see these are the ornaments that I got at Hobby Lobby. I actually got two different sizes. So this is one size right here, and it comes in, you can kind of see from this side of the package, it comes in pinks and blues and kind of a lime green color. Now also I got, because we want to an ornament wreath would be boring if it just had one size of ornaments. So we have the larger ornaments. These are kind of actually medium-sized ornaments that I bought at Hobby Lobby. And of course, all their Christmas right now is 50% off. So you want to make sure, if not, use your coupon. But these were only $4.99 at 50% off. And I think that a package of these are the smaller ones. So they come in, again, the same colors and patterns. They're just a little bit, aren't those so cute? Look how cute those are. They're just a little bit smaller. And this package was actually $5.99 at 50% off. So the entire project from start to finish, including the wreath form, cost me about $25. So to make this project, you're going to want to get, if you go to Hobby Lobby and get these, or you can go to any dollar store or anywhere you find your ornaments, but I actually used 7 packages of these to make the craft. So, and then I used 2 packages of the smaller ornaments to make the craft. So we want to start with a simple wreath form like this. I also bought this at Hobby Lobby as well. Now it's very important. We want to make sure that we get a wreath form that has, see how, if you look closely at this, you'll see that it has kind of a curved edge here. This makes it a little bit easier. We don't want a square edge because that makes it harder to apply the ornaments. But this one has a really, really pretty curved edge. So let's go ahead and get started. Now remember how I told you not to stress, all right? So we're going to start with our larger ornaments here. And now you could go ahead and start and lay out your pattern if you want to, but I'm kind of a wing it girl, so I just went with it as, just went with my patterns and colors as I went along. So there's a bunch of different patterns in the packages. There are some that are glitter like this. There are some that are plain like this. And there are some that are a little bit ribbed like this. So what I did was I found a flat surface. So you want to place your wreath form on a flat surface. And then also for this project, you're going to need a glue gun. Now, this is my very favorite glue gun just because it's super cute. If you're going to make a fun wreath, you want to make a wreath with a fun glue gun, especially when it's zebra. So, and then you're going to want glue sticks like this, and you're going to need quite a few glue sticks because we're going to use a lot of glue for this project. So again, all of these supplies can be found at your local craft store. I think I actually got this glue gun at Michael's, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start, it's super simple. Use your table as a base. We're going to do a little glue on our ornament, and then we're just going to place it using the table as a base. Let's zoom in on that so everybody can see. You're gonna wanna kind of hold your, and now the ornament has an end like this, and what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna make sure that we kind of tuck these ends in. So let's just, again, we glue like this, and then we take this and we kind of put it right next to this friend like this. So now our two friends are kind of there with, let me put a little bit more glue on this guy. You want to make sure that you're kind of tucking the ornament ends in and they're hiding like that. So, and the good thing is the countertop or table that you're using, it uses as a base to hold the ornaments in place so the glue can dry. So now let's go with a pink. So again, just a little bit like this. And we kind of put this guy here, like that, just in place. And then we kind of take, let's take a green one now. So we take a little green like that. Put him in place like this. So there we go. So super simple. So you're going to keep going all the way around the outside. So I can show you some more just like this. We just keep going like this. So the first thing we want to do is finish the complete outer ring of ornaments. So, and then a good tip that I did is after you finish with your ornaments, you want to kind of hold your wreath up to make sure that the ornaments are actually glued on. And probably if you guys are going to fall off, which no worries, then you just apply a little bit of glue and put them back on. So we're going to continue and glue an entire ring of ornaments around the outside. Then when we're finished gluing around the outside, we're going to start on the inside. So we're going to do the same process again. Here I've got my glue and I'm going to take the ornament, put it right there. Then here's another blue one. We'll take this guy and we'll put it right there. And we're just gonna kind of glue an entire ring and fill the inside. And if it doesn't exactly, mine just happened to fit, but if it doesn't exactly fit, you can kind of fudge it a little bit because we're gonna come in with some smaller ornaments and hide any mistakes that you might make. So so through the magic of video, I have already finished a little bit of this craft for us. So you can see here, and this is one where I've held it up already to make sure they're all glued on, but let me just show you this up close. You can see here is the entire ring of ornaments that's glued all around the outside. And then we also have another row of ornaments that are glued around the inside. And once we do that, we're gonna come along and we're going to add another row of ornaments. This is all about just simple adding ornaments one on top of each other. So kind of a tip, something that I did is I just kind of put a whole ring of glue, and then, now you can add ornaments one by one if you want to. Again, see, we're tucking the ornament, if we want to do a close-up of this so everybody can see it. We're kind of tucking the ornaments in here like this. This goes a little bit faster when you're trying to glue this many ornaments together. Sometimes you need a little bit extra glue at the top. But it goes a little bit faster when you have a row kind of at the top that you just tuck the ornaments like this. So now we're creating a third row of ornaments along the top like this. I love now see, look, I almost put two blues together. That would have been an ornament no-no. So we want to make sure we don't have any ornament no-nos when we're doing a craft. So you want to keep going like this. We're just, again, no stress. You could go ahead, let me just show you. If you're really particular and you kind of like all your ornaments, you could just go ahead and line them up like this before you get started. So that way, you kind of have an idea of your pattern, or you could just wing it and put them all in a bowl kind of like I do, and I just go, oh, I think a little bit of pink here, a little bit of blue here, like that. So let's see, oh, I think a pink one would be nice. Now you wanna make sure that you're tucking, again, that we continue to tuck this end down in so it can't be seen. It's not the end of the world if it's seen. I just think it looks a little more festive and a little bit neater when we focus on the ornaments. So see, I'm still going. I have just probably a row, maybe 3 more will fit here. So again, take my glue and I go like this and kind of put it on the side. And this is kind of where it gets tricky. When you run out of glue sticks, which most of y'all know this because y'all probably use, you kind of have to let the glue set for just a little bit because that new glue stick has to melt. So we're gonna go ahead and just work on tucking another one here, and here's another one, and then look, oh my gosh, I think it fit perfectly. I think it fit. Oh, almost. Come on, friend. Okay, I think I'm just gonna put a little bit more and put it on the outside like that. So, okay, now let's zoom in so we can see that we have, again, let's just review. We have an exterior row here of ornaments. We have an interior row of ornaments. And now we have put one around the top of the outside. And now we're gonna come back and we're gonna put one around the top of the inside. So again, I'm gonna use my glue like this, and then we're gonna continue on with stacking our ornaments. Again, tucking them. And sometimes a really good tip is if the glue is kind of a little bit off, you can kind of almost just push your ornament into place, which really helps. Whoa! Sometimes the ornaments get away from you a little bit. You have to be extra careful. Like they, maybe they don't want to go onto the wreath. Maybe they want to live their best life on the shelves of Hobby Lobby. So, okay, let's finish. And I'd say probably this project would take you, oh gosh, I don't know, maybe, I think the whole thing probably could take you an hour. So if I were you, I'd probably put on a really good movie. I don't know if any of y'all have watched any good movies lately and you want to leave me any really good movies in the comments. I'm always up for, especially a good Christmas movie. Oh my gosh, that'd be the perfect thing to do this project too. So you keep continuing, we're almost done. See, look here, we just have a few more on this inner side of the wreath, and then we'll be finished with our larger ornaments. So this friend is gonna go here, and this friend is gonna go there. Okay, so now, just to review one more time, we have an outer ornament ring that we put on, we have an inner ornament, and then we went ahead and layered another ornament ring on the top, and then we layered another one on top. So that's 4 rings of these larger sized ornaments like this that we already have on this. Now, we're gonna have a little bit of fun because we get to play with these fun friends. So these right here are the little ornaments, which they are so cute. Just zoom in on how cute that is. Look at how cute. Especially, let me show y'all my very favorite ornament in the whole thing is this friend right here. Look how cute that is. That little pink glittery ornaments. These would be so cute for so many other projects besides the wreath, but and I just love the colors because it's kind of a fun, almost modern take on the colors. So for this, we're gonna see this whole ring here of green styrofoam. We are gonna cover that up with some more ornaments. So we just put, again, a line of glue right through the center like that. And then we go ahead. Now, normally if I wasn't videoing this for y'all, I would let the glue set up a little bit more, but you know, people have things to do. So we're gonna go ahead and put these ornaments in like this. See, I'm just tucking them one by one into the center of the styrofoam wreath, and we're trying to cover up all of the styrofoam. Now, one quick tip that I meant to tell you earlier. This green wreath works fine with these colors that we have, but if you were doing, let's say, a white and gold wreath, you probably want to paint your styrofoam wreath a particular color because to blend in to the green, because the green would really stick out. It wouldn't probably look too good with the white and the gold. So depending on the colors of your ornaments that you're choosing, you probably want to paint your wreath according to match. I think white and gold would be a really pretty color for a wreath like this. I also think maybe, you know, red and green, of course, because hello, Christmas colors. That would be amazing. I also think, oh, silver and white would be really pretty. So I'm just curious, do y'all pick do you do an entire color scheme for your house for Christmas? I mean, I do because I'm a blogger and that's kind of what we do, you know, that's our thing. But I'm just curious if those of y'all watching this out there, if any of y'all do your own, like one color for your entire house, like all red and green, or maybe you're gonna do silver and white, whatever your color. Maybe you change it up every year too, that's fun. But when you're a blogger like me, we start decorating for Christmas early. I don't know when y'all start decorating, but I've already started pulling the tubs out of the right now. I've already started pulling the tubs out of the attic, so shh, don't tell Santa Claus. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a few more drops of glue down here, and then we're gonna be finished covering up our entire green part of the wreath. Okay, so now we're covered up with that. So now our wreath is covered. So can we do kind of a pan of the wreath and show everybody what it looks like now that it's all covered up? Okay, so you kind of see now, you'll notice here that there's little spaces of green. Well, no worries on that, because we're gonna go ahead and just stick a little bit of ornaments here and there to kind of give it some more dimension and cover all the areas of the wreath that we, if we see any little pieces of styrofoam sticking up that we want to kind of hide, then we'll kind of zoom in. If you want to zoom in and just show how we're layering the wreath like this. Y'all hear that? I have a squeaky, squeaky glue gun. It is very, very squeaky. It's been well used. Now again, you don't want to overthink this. You're probably never going to cover every single area that needs to be covered, but we don't care. The point of this is we're just trying to create a simple, inexpensive, beautiful craft for our home. I have personally seen these in stores. I think I saw it in a very high-end department store. And I think it was close to $150. So we don't want that. There's no reason for that when you could create this in an hour for $25, y'all. Like, okay, and if you find, even better, if you find the ornaments at a yard sale, like, hello, they'd be even cheaper. Or if you have ornaments maybe in your stash that you're kind of like, okay, we've used those enough and we want to make a wreath out of them, you could always do that too. But see how I'm just going in here? There's no really rhyme or reason to this. We're just going in and we're just kind of adding in, just to give it some real dimension to the wreath, because, we want it to look super profesh. That's what my kids say, profesh. I'm not sure if that's, I'm not sure if that's a word, but we're gonna act like it is. So if my kids are watching right now, I'm really sorry. So, okay, and I just keep going. My problem is I could keep adding and adding and adding and adding. So I'm just gonna add probably 2 more, and then we're going to be done with our wreath. So there's 1 more, and let me add, oh, a little pink guy. Okay, you could keep going, but I think that this probably for now is gonna be enough for us. So, okay, so make sure, let's press now. Are y'all ready for the test? Let's do the official test to see if it held up if we can hold it up, and let's see if any of them fall. Oh, see, there's already a friend. already a friend that's falling off. He's the weakest link, this guy over here. So no worries, no problem. You just literally take him and you're gonna glue him right back in place, and then he'll be happy right where. Okay, so other than him, let's see if there are any other. Oh, y'all, look at that. Okay, now you'll notice there are a few glue strings. One simple, easy tip: if you have a hair dryer, that's the word I'm trying to think of, you can come along with a hair dryer and just kind of if you just run the hair dryer over your wreath, all of those strings will melt away. So, okay, I thought it might be fun to show y'all the finished wreath hung up in a hutch. So I'll be right back and show you what it looks like hung up. Okay, y'all. So we tried it on the hutch, and no, it was not cute. It was not cute at all. So, like any good DIYer, I had plan B, and I thought, it would look really pretty in my living room, because my living room has dark navy walls and it's a little bit more of the colors that were in the wreath. And so I thought how beautiful it would be hanging on a mirror. So all we did was we tied a simple ribbon around the top, and then we duct taped the ribbon to the back of the mirror to have it hang. The wreath is pretty lightweight, so it was no problem. It just stayed up there with duct tape. Now we used a lot of duct tape to make sure it was really secure. So here is our finished wreath, and it was so simple. It took me literally from beginning to end probably under an hour to make, and it only cost about $25. I am so happy that you were here today with me, Kari, Creating with Kari, on my very first episode of Creating with Kari. And I hope that you have a day as amazing as you are. See you next time.